Hello everybody. On a night where Stephen Curry was under the weather, the Warriors made a huge run at the end of the third with stellar defense led by Draymond Green and the new guy, Gary Payton II, and Jordan Poole, and they broke open the game. On this play, you can see how much Draymond Green is running the offense while Steph is sitting. First, he's going to signal for someone to get into position. There. He's putting someone in position over to the right. And then over here, he just waved with his left hand saying, "Come on over." And that means Jordan Poole in the corner here is going to do a baseline cut. The classic Clay play has someone setting pin down. This player will come up and either set a real screen or more often set a ghost screen, but it's all a distraction. For the main part, the pin down setter is going to come up and get their own pin down. But that wouldn't make sense in this case because you don't want Draymond Green getting a pin down and catching and shooting. That would be ridiculous. But you do want Jordan Poole doing that. So this is the Stagger variant of the Clay play. Draymond is going to set a down screen, and then instead of coming to get this pin down on the side, he's going to come over and set a screen for Jordan Poole. So Jordan Poole can then get two screens coming out to the wing. So there. Here he comes. Draymond jumps out and sets this aggressive screen. Poole's going to get this screen. Bjelica's going to set this screen. It's working pretty well. This guy seems completely oblivious that the play is happening. LaMelo is trying, but he's got to navigate a couple of screens, and he's definitely taking the long way around. So Wiggins is going to fire the pass over. And this is enough space to get the shot off. This defender is going to contest, and LaMelo is going to do something kind of odd. There's the main contest, but LaMelo's just going to come over and just give him a little whack on the torso. I don't really know why he did this. It's like a pretty soft push, but you're not supposed to do that. Poole misses, and there he is. You can watch him being enraged. Rage. He's going to turn over. You see him in progress of receiving his technical. He's yelling at the ref saying, "What's going on? That guy pushed me. Let's go back." So Payton ends up being the guy who got the down screen and went up and set the ghost screen. As soon as a shot goes up, I like how he does not give up on the play. Kelly Oubre is guarding Gary Payton, but Gary Payton just takes off for the basket, and in fact he beats Oubre to the basket. And there he is. Payton actually gets inside position on Oubre. He's boxing out Oubre. And 9 times out of 10, this amounts to nothing. But in this case, the ball bounces around oddly. And Payton goes up and contests. And the ball just squirts free. And it's just a wild scramble. And the Warriors actually keep the ball. So that is great stuff from Gary Payton II. I'm just going to call him GP2, okay? I like this baseline out of bounds play. Gary Payton is inbounding, and he's just going to throw it over the top to Draymond, but that's not where the real action is. The action is going to be this 3-man game between these 3 people. He throws it over the top. I don't really understand Charlotte's defense on this. They've got nobody guarding GP2. They've got 2 players coming to Draymond. I don't think this can possibly be the planned coverage, but I think this part is planned. So GP2 comes over and sets a screen on Jordan Poole's defender. In the Warriors offense, whenever you have 3 players, there's usually an action where one player will set a screen, the second player will come out and take the screen, and the third player will dive to the basket. And the intention is to make it pretty rough on the defense to try to figure out whether they have to switch or whether they're going to fight through screens. It just gets complicated with 3 defenders. In this case, it's extra complicated because the third defender is just hanging out here at the free throw line. So Gary Payton, GP2 sets the screen. Poole's going to run off that. Bjelica's going to set this screen. And Charlotte's going to panic at this point. Gordon Hayward is trying to disrupt things by just sticking his butt out to nail Jordan Poole. This person is yelling, "The Redcoats are coming, the Redcoats are coming." But it's complete confusion. Gordon Hayward had fought around this screen, so he thinks he's switching out. They could have navigated something where Gordon Hayward switches to Poole and number 11 switches to Bjelica. But unfortunately, this man also thinks he has to guard Bjelica. So we have 2 men going to Bjelica. That means the lucky winner is GP2, who's going to be guarded by nobody. And you see there's the 2 men. Here's Hayward still trying to stick his butt onto Jordan Poole, and Draymond sees all, so he just gets the nice lightning pass to GP2, and a little layup. Nice vision, nice finish, nice cut. Next play down, GP2 is just harassing the heck out of this player, picking him up full court, just harassing, and he's just got a talent for poking the ball free without fouling. He just stuck his hand in there and just whacked it out. There it is. He's just gifted at doing this. I feel like this would be a foul on many other players, but he just pokes it real fast. And he sticks with it and picks the ball up. And now Jordan Poole is ahead of everybody. Jordan Poole's still pretty mad from that technical right before, so I'm sure he was hoping to throw this down with authority, but instead he has to do a double clutch and he gets fouled along the way. It's really funny how much joy Andre is getting out of the small things. He's running over to pick up Poole. He's got the world's biggest grin on his face. See him coming, look at this. He is so happy, and you really get a good shot of it. Here, he is, I don't know, I think he's proud of Poole for keeping his head in the game after he got a T, but everyone is pretty psyched for Poole. So Andre's happy, Bjelica's pretty happy, GP2 is pretty psyched, and he and Poole are definitely having some bonding. GP2 runs a really nice fast break. This is a 2-on-1, and so these two guys fill their lanes. This defender has to guard somebody, and so he's shading GP2, and he's also turned his body. So this is really clean bounce pass to Poole, who's got the angle, and the yam. But I think it ended up not counting. There's probably one of those baloney Euro fouls or something. Yeah, all the way back here, this defender just reached out and tapped GP2, and the ref called the foul. They're going to get rid of this baloney foul next season, but it'll be with us this season, unfortunately. One thing at a time, you know, they got rid of the whole jumping into people foul, so Euro take foul on the fast break is next on the chopping block. Thank God. On their counterattack, things seem to be breaking down. Bjelica's got the ball up top. What's going to happen now? I believe what Draymond is thinking is he's thinking, let's get Gary Payton to make a baseline cut to get out of here. 99% of the time, he won't be open, and then the three of us can reform as a post split. But this is the 1% of the time, so you're going to see Draymond signal with his arms and probably his voice saying, yo, GP2, cut this way. There, he just flicked his arm backwards. There he goes. His defender is really taking his time following GP2. I think he doesn't realize the danger. And Gordon Hayward is very focused on Draymond. So GP2 just manages to sneak behind everybody. This defender took a really lazy path, so he's not there to intercept this bullet pass from Bjelica. He just blurs this pass straight down the middle. Great catch. Really fast layup. Nice. Great improvisation in the Kerr offense. And let's see who's really excited about it. And Steve Kerr going with the huge full body celebration punch. Uppercut. Yeah. I didn't really understand at the time of the game why he was going nuts over this play. I mean, it was pretty sweet, but like it was just so excessive compared to his usual not celebrating. But he told a story after the game that Draymond told him, Steve, you're sulking and it's really bringing us down. And Steve realized, okay, yeah, I need to bring positive energy. So he jumped up and I don't know, he kind of went over the top on this. He's really psyched and high-fiving people and let's go. Pointing at Draymond, yeah. So people are pretty psyched about this.